I'm gonna play a little bit tonight just to keep up. Hello. Got a nice view in front of me here. See, look at it. I've like crossed over into Texas.
Howdy.
Everyone speaks like that. Howdy. Sticky Joe. Lala fell on this teeny tiny little bike.
Is it a dog bike?
Yes, it is. I don't know where to get it from. I've got Noctis's car, the Audi.
Oh, fuck Noctis.
I've got the Trust Fund Boys car. I just thought it fitting to run around on a horse.
That's lovely. Yeah, that's...
Yeah. She does.
You can do this thing.
Okay.
Oh, baby.
He's only 1 minute away. There's no, like, number or anything, right? Everything is ready. Time to set our plan in motion. What do I want? A fair number appeared to be gathered inside. Now's our chance. I'll keep watch from here. The attractant I leave to you. Toss it into the bonfire near the middle of town. The Yehi Cheya will come soon after. It's coming down Milton Road now. I'd rather you get it.
What?
I'd rather you get it. Oh, I don't want to. I don't know, baby. Come on, hang on. I'm being attacked. I'm being attacked. I hope he hasn't gone down to Barclay Close. Oh, right, here he is. Right, we have yummy yummies for the tummy tummies. No.
Something I was performing. Can I get you to give me a bowl so I'll separate the hot things out there?
Right, so we're going to put the foul-smelling attractant in the fire. Let's see how this plays out. Can I have one hot wing now? Cute.
So in here, 52 chicken and mini pellets. Yeah.
What's that smell? Ah, that reeks. What did you put in the fire? Wasn't me, I swear. Oh, did something die? Someone want to explain what that ungodly stench to me? I knew he was a bad guy. This guy. He's like the sheriff in town, but he's also running the gang. Baby, I can't see. But boss, over there. Huh? What in the world? What in tarnation? Some horny motherfuckers. Run for your lives!
It's Jabberwocky.
So the smoke's what drew him here. I swear when I find out who did this. I'd say our friends have stirred up enough trouble. Time to retrieve the bracelet.
Can't make a swing, try to swing black.
Because I'm a panther.
I mean, look to the black.
Because I'm a panther.
The pencil on actually black.
Oh. I want you to be a black cat, okay? Hey, what's going on out there? I'm still in here in case you've forgotten. Sit tight. We'll be back for you. What? You gotta get me out here now. They're gonna kill me. I'm begging you, please. Shh. They'll hear you. Shit, who was that? Hey, are you gonna help me or what? You give me no choice now, motherfucker. The bracelet must wait. Let's break him out and withdraw for now. Well, now we know who the bad guy is in town. So that's how I was framed. All that effort and naught to show for it. Sorry about that. But damn, I didn't think anyone would have the balls to take on the vulture. You think he's gonna cause me problems? No need to apologize. We were planning to save you, eventually. Really? I don't even know who you are. Are you secret admirers of mine or something? You mean you've not heard of the warrior of light who saved your planet twice? No, I'm just having fun with you. But I do appreciate the help. This man they call the Vulture. I've seen his face before. Was he not the officer you confronted in town? The one and same. When he's not masquerading as a gang leader, he serves as deputy chief of the Dust Watch. That would explain why the bandits are so confident they can avoid capture. You're trying to get something back from the Vulture stall, right? Let me help. It's the least I can do after you bailed me out back there. I have an idea where he's hid his cash. Reckon he's headed there now, too. We can go together. I would have scored to settle with him myself. I don't doubt that you do, but we need to know what it is first. Will you tell us? Right, so, those bandits at Tonatanyawi, they're called the Daybreakers, and it was me and my friends that founded the group. But it wasn't a gang of cutthroats. Not back then. We just wanted to protect people who couldn't protect themselves. Kids being harassed by bullies, workers being exploited by the mining concerns, folks who needed help to even the odds. Bunch of mercs. That was 3 years ago, and whenever we found someone scheming in the shadows, we settled matters the best way we knew how. With a duel. I see, by the old laws, anyone who loses in a duel must be held to account for their crimes, even those in positions of authority. And we made damn sure they did, every time. Before we knew it, our small band of friends commanded a force to be reckoned with. Then, about a year ago, the Vulture and his thugs showed up. They got the better of us and took over the Daybreakers. Everyone was afraid of him, so they did his bidding without question. But when he showed them how they could make a fortune easily, that was when he really won them over. Now the Daybreakers is nothing but a bunch of bandits and cutthroats who prey on the people who it was created to protect. I talked it over with my friends Quicana and Luina, and we all agreed the only way to stop him was to challenge him to a duel. And he accepted. I still remember how he gloated that he'd win. But when the day came, he showed up with the Dust Watch and had my friends arrested on charges of robbery. As if it wasn't enough, he set their bail at a price no one could ever hope to pay. With them locked away, there was no one left to help me. None of my old friends from the Daybreakers, and certainly not the Dust Watch. And that's why you were ready to challenge him in the middle of town? I was until that guy with a spear stopped me. No sooner had I stepped out of town than the Vulture's minions caught me by surprise. They took me prisoner. Then, well, you know the rest. You said the Dust Watch would be of no help. Are they all working for the Vulture then? No, not all of them. The Sheriff, Tamaka, he's as honest as they come. A staunch keeper of the peace. Problem is, he's a little too trusting and doesn't suspect a thing. If it were my word against the deputy chiefs, who do you think he'd believe?
You know that, like, how the whole,
Oh no. Well, if he knows where this Vulture keeps his spoils, perhaps he can help us recover Namika's bracelet. What do you think? For what it's worth, I have a plan. Can't do it alone. Plan? All I ask is you hear me out. But not here. I'll be waiting for you at Sheshenewetsi Springs. I guess we can decide what to do after he gives us the pitch. What? Huh.
What should be straight on in?
No. It's fine.
So you can go for pizza.
I'm glad you got this. These will be too heavy for me today. Good, you're here. This is where he hides his loot. I expect you'll show up soon. Well, that's who it is. Storing stolen goods here seems risky, but I suppose it's an option for someone with his authority. Yeah. He moves the spoils in cerulean barrels where no one would think to look. They're mixed in with regular shipments of fuel to Tulialo, where they're sold off. You said he stole a bracelet of yours, right? If you know you're on his tail, chances are he'll be eager to get what he can for it. But I doubt he'd trust a lackey with that business. Given the provenance of the piece, no, I'll wager he's not letting that bracelet out of his sight till he's got coin in hand. I wasn't sure what to make of you after Husatawi. I'm glad to see you're more than an impulsive child. Got a leg there. Is it all breasts or is there legs? Or do you want to leave the leg for Rail? Thank you. Oh well, not my finest hour, I'll admit. But there's a lesson in that. The vulture's a slippery bastard. If we're going to catch him, we need to back him into a corner with hard evidence. That's my plan. First, we need to lure him away from here. Over to Husatawi. Would be ideal. For that, I need one of you to help me. This will buy time for the others to search the barrels for any stolen goods. And using that, we'll expose him as a criminal. There's no way to tell if Rihute carrying the bracelet. But regardless, there'll be time enough to find out once he's behind bars. Won't he simply feign innocence? Oh, he'll try, and that's when I'll challenge him to a duel. A duel? That approach didn't work out so well for your friends, as I recall. True, but unlike before, I'll challenge him in front of the whole town. That way he won't be able to wriggle out of it like before. Every man, woman, and child of the wild understands the importance of duels and old laws. The deputy chief would never disgrace himself by refusing. But wouldn't we be breaking the law by using a firearm in town? It's not as if we'd be using live rounds, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. What's important is that I get him to duel with as many witnesses as possible. When he loses, and he will lose, that'll be the end of the vulture. The plan is not without flaws, but what do you think? I say let's go and have his duel.
Yeah.
Oh babe, I can't see. Thanks. I sure was lucky running into the two of you. You won't regret this, I promise. If you're satisfied, then so am I. I knew I could count on you. I was seen in Tonatenyawe, so it's probably best I stay and search the barrels. And you're with me. Tell the vulture I tried to rob you, but he managed to overpower me. Even if he suspects a trap, he won't be able to resist taking the bait. You want to buy your friend as much time as possible. And make your way to Husatawi. Once you've got the vulture there, I'll take care of the rest. Alright then, let's go. Let's get to it. Be right back, guys. Oh, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Rihute. The Yihi Chea were likely that Shatona's doing. What's his angle? And then there is the brat. It's past time I dealt with him. You want me to poke him? Not you. What's this? Ah, an unfamiliar face in these parts. Have you need of the dust watch, miss? What? Zakora tried to rob you, but you apprehended him. I see. So desperate was he to see his friends free from prison he turned to a life of crime? How awful. You have my sincerest thanks, miss. Might I trouble you to take me to him? Uh-huh. Sure. Not that this is an appropriate time for me to play tour guide, but if you insist. Shishinewetsi Springs is home to a thriving cerulean mining industry. The prospect of easy coin has attracted some undesirables, though. Is this the place? I didn't see him. I see. Very well, lead on. There is gold in these fields, blue gold. Best to beware of the beasts in these parts. They may prefer to snack on cerulean, but for you, I reckon they make an exception. What are you saying, Sheriff? Or Deputy? Oh, for Christ's sake. Is this the place then? I've sworn I left him here. Sorry, I'm still learning my way around. Is this some sort of joke? Of all the... Let's keep moving. This better be the place. I left inside by a big rock. Must have been a different rock. My patience is wearing awfully thin, miss. If he isn't at the next place we stop, I may be forced to do something you and I would both dearly regret. Mate, you touch me, I'll take your hands. Your hands will be the least of your worries. Unless you'd rather I feed you one raw, needles and all, cut the chit-chat. Alright, where is he? I don't see him anywhere. Where is Akoa? Tell me where he is or I'll bury you in the same grave. Found it.
Although I was quite quick.
Goodness me, where could he have gone? That's it. I've had it with these games, and I've had it with you. Hey, Wihute, you looking for me? If you want to place me under arrest, you'll have to work a little harder. You'll be begging for a cell by the time I'm done with you.
Wahoote! Finally caught up to me, I see.
Well, well, if it isn't our young outlaw. You've taken up stealing, I'm told. Can't say I'm surprised about that, but I am surprised that you'd offer yourself up to be arrested.
Sorry to disappoint, but you're the one who's going to answer for their crimes today.
Hey, that's my jewelry!
And my bag!
So you found the stolen goods. That's fine work.
This barrel was at Shisenuetsi Springs, mixed in with others bound for Tuliyola. The Landsguard would have presumed it part of the regular ceruleum shipments and waved it through. And once it reached its destination, it would have been retrieved, and its contents sold for coin.
The audacity! Do we know who's behind this?
As fortune would have it, I spied the leader of this operation being handed one of the stolen items. A bracelet, which Vau Wuklamat had intended for her nursemaid, Namika.
It was from the Vow of Resolve?
Oh, you've seen it then?
No, no, never. And if I knew who had it, I would have arrested the scoundrel.
Oh, come off it. I saw you with the bracelet.
What's the meaning of this, Wuhute?
It's a setup, sir. I have the bracelet, yes, but I only because I found it. I swear. They're the real criminals. They concocted this scheme to frame me, so they could get me out of the picture.
If you feel your honor's at stake, there's always the old-fashioned way. The law which folks have used to settle their differences for generations.
You don't mean...
Wuhute, I challenge you to a duel. The winner is right, the loser is wrong. Doesn't get simpler than that.
Yeah, have at it. Let your pistols do the talking! Please, do you honestly believe you can goad me into playing your game?
You refuse, then? Huh. A baby alpaca's got more fight than you.
All right, boy. But remember, you asked for this. Come on, Zakawa! Give him what for!
Shouldn't we stop him, Chief? Even if it's just rubber bullets, we're in the middle of town.
Be quiet. Just watch.
Oh, you little shit!
Looks like you've gotten slow in your old age, vulture.
You and I are going to have a long talk.
I apologize for dueling in the middle of town. If you want to lock me up, then lock me up. But please, let my friends go. They've done nothing wrong.
You drew your gun within town limits. But Wuhute drew first. Far as I'm concerned, you acted in self-defense. You're free to go. as are your friends.
Ha! You're not such a bad guy after all!
Just a man of the wilds, like you. But to think that Wihute had taken control of the Daybreakers, it pains me that it happened right under my nose.
What are you gonna do about his crew? Some of them are still in Tonatenui.
Those who have broken the law will be taken into custody. But those who haven't will be given the chance to resume walking the straight and narrow. What about you, Zakua? What do you intend to do now?
Why? What I've always done! Protect the weak and help the helpless. The old-fashioned way.
Here, this was Vawuklamat's gift for someone, wasn't it?
Yes, a person very dear to her.
I suppose this is where we go our separate ways. My thanks again for your help apprehending the vulture.
That ended up being rather more complicated than expected, but all's well that ends well. Phew, finally, it's over. Couldn't have brought him to justice without your help. Don't know how I'll ever repay you. Now that we have the bracelet, let us return to Shishinewetsi Springs. Will you be staying there long? I'd like to give you a proper thanks after I find my friends. We weren't planning on it, but there's no need to rush. We'll see you at the springs then. Right, so let's go to Shishinewetsi Springs. Look at that cat. What a place to sleep. Namika. My bracelet. Thank you. Thank you so much. This is more than just a gift. It's a part of me I could never hope to replace. Truly, Wuklamat is blessed to have such devoted friends. Well, I wouldn't put it quite that way. I prefer to think of us as more as long-standing acquaintances. Regardless of how you choose to describe it, there's no denying the depth of your bond. Though I'm sure you'll continue to do so. Can't say I'm surprised the deputy chief turned out to be the bandits' leader. I always knew something wasn't right about him. An easy claim to make with the gift of hindsight. There you are. The real Daybreakers have arrived. I'd like you all to meet my two best friends, Bikana and Liguine. If it wasn't for you believing in Zakoa and doing what you did, we'd still be locked up. You have no idea how satisfying it is to see that bastard Wihute put behind bars. We never gave up hope that Zakoa would find a way to get us out. He always was the best of the Daybreakers. Glad he was able to convince you to go along with his plan. Unfortunately, our group is smaller now and lacking in strength besides. Some outlaws might see us as an easy target. Even so, if anyone should give the Dust Watch the slip, the Daybreakers will be there. We'll train night and day so no one will get the better of us ever again. Isn't that right? Right. And you'll teach us how to draw your pistol so fast, won't you? Well, won't need to do it if it all goes as it should. But on the off chance it doesn't, we'd best make sure everyone can match and beat my speed. We owe you a great debt, and one of these days I'll be sure to repay it. On that you have my word. Until we meet again. If you'll excuse me, I shall find a quiet place to rest. As I'll be here for a while yet, though, do let me know if there's any way I can be of assistance. Were you not planning to take the train home? Oh, train service has been suspended. Didn't I tell you? You mentioned no such thing. Something about the tracks being damaged in the last quake? The tunnel was closed as well. An earthquake? Must have happened when we were still down south. There's been quite a few tremors of late, and rather large ones struck not long before you two arrived. I can only hope no one was hurt. At any rate, if you want to know when service will resume, you could speak with the station master yourself. Let's do that. That station is just over there. It seems people aren't too happy about the train delays.
I'm so sorry, but we're not sure when the train will be running again.
You've got to be joking. Of all the places to get stuck at on the way.
Please don't tell me you've come to complain too.
We heard that the earthquake had caused disruptions, and wanted to ask when operations would resume. But I see that it will be a while yet.
I'm afraid so. Too few hands for too much work. It's time-consuming enough to inspect the tracks after every quake, but this last one we got after the succession ceremony was massive. Made a mess of a whole bunch of railroad ties.
The succession ceremony? We would have been in Tuliolal at the time. If it was as violent as you say, we should have felt it as well.
I have to admit, it was a touch strange, having seen my fair share of tremors. If I had to describe it, it felt more like the rumbling from an explosion.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Seriously? You're offering to help?
What about you, my friend? If you'd rather strike out on your own, I understand.
Though, if you were willing to lend us a hand, too, we'd be truly tremendously grateful. Thank you! Thank you so much! I'm Shenza, by the way. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. If you would please step inside, I can introduce you to everyone.
Sorry for dragging you into this.
There they are. That's them, the 2 volunteers. Walika is our station master, and over there is our top driver, Nitoikwe. And this grizzled mug is Zopia, an engineer who joined around the same time as me.
Much obliged for the help. I'll make it worth your while, I promise.
Something the matter?
Trolleys? They're fine, I suppose, but they're no match for our cerulean-powered engine.
She's absolutely glorious, let me tell you. If you'd like to bask in her beauty, well, you should visit the depot behind the platform.
Right then. What I'd like you two to do is help us procure timber. We'll be using it to fashion new railroad ties, so it needs to be the strongest stuff we can get. In these parts, that means the trees in the Piata-Yonan Plain. It is Hetsaro territory, though, so we need to get their permission first. Come on, no time to waste.
Right, let's go. Though no small number live in Shaloni, I must confess that I've never visited the home of the Hetsaro. As they largely live in accordance with older traditions, I suspect they may have a dim view of the railroads. The Hetsaro, that's where Kona's from. Oh, a new weapon. Come, let's follow Walika. There is another station on the way, so be sure to drop in. The train will be in the depot, but you can still see it from outside. I'm quite taken with the sleek design of the head end myself, though if you peek through the windows, you can probably catch a glimpse of... Enough jabbering, Shenza. Thanks to these two, we finally have some real work to do, so let's get to it. Well, see you later. Sorry, 1 second. I suppose there's no harm in stopping at the station. It's on the way after all.
fun.
Old train. Full steam engine. I must confess, the train is an impressive sight. How easy it must be to ship goods throughout the wilds now. Phew. Hetsoan should be to the northeast of here. Let's continue on. Ah, there you are. The villages are just up ahead. Truth be told, I've never had direct dealings with the people of Muahetsoen, but I do know that their traditions mean a great deal to them, as does the land. That's a pretty one. Ah, such lovely clean air. Feels like a treat after the overpowering ceruleum of Shishinewetsi Springs. The waters nearby are just as pristine. It's a paradise for people and animals both. I'm glad you appreciate the blessings of nature as we do. Greetings, traveler, and welcome. I am Wato, chief of Mewahetoen, and this is my son, Shepeto. Pleasure to meet you. I thank you for the warm welcome and apologize for our sudden intrusion. I am Walika, the station master of Jactoral Railings. The recent earthquake has damaged our tracks and we require timber to make repairs. This is Lilith and Ehrenval, who have volunteered to assist us with the restoration effort. You've a most curious air about you, of oil and steel, tanned leather, and the faintest hint of blood-soaked soil of lands unknown. I gather you are not from these lands. I hail from Eorzea. Truly, I would love to know more of you and the lands you have seen. I am told your people hold your traditions to the highest, yet I gather you are curious about those of others as well. But of course, nature is boundless, as is our love for her lands and her children. The Hetso in particular have done much to guide our way of life. Where to hunt, to gather, to lay our heads, the Hetso teach us all these things and more. It is for that reason, I believe, that we are attuned to the shifting winds around us. I see. That word, Hetso, it means leader of souls in the Hetsaro tongue, does it not? It does. There are many creatures revered as Hetso among the Hetsaro. Here we look to the Ronek for guidance. However, as you may have gleaned from our use of Aetherite, while we are committed to our traditions, this does not mean we reject all outside influences. That said, there are certain things that give us pause. We will furnish you with the timber you require, but first, as neighbors of this land, we ask that you indulge us in a discussion. We'd be glad to, of course. Wonderful. We do not often receive guests come such a long way, and my son is always so delighted to hear their tales. Now, if you'll allow me, if you'll follow me. Right, let's attune to the crystal quickly. Someone's already bought an alpaca. I'll speak frankly. We fear the winds of change will soon bring misfortune to the land. The Ronek have made the potential for danger plain. As you may have heard, their temperament has become erratic of late. A stableman near Hilsawi mentioned that. Do you know what has caused this? We have our suspicions, since others were drawn to this land by ceruleum. Sholoni has undergone a transformation. And the railroads are a part of that. As strong and resilient as they may seem, Ronek are sensitive creatures. The roar of the train as it thunders through the plains may well cause them distress. As my father said, we do not necessarily reject outside influence or innovations, but in this case, we can't help but worry. Understandably. I thank you for being forthright. This matter concerns not only the Hitsaro, but all of Shaloni. Perhaps we should bring it to the attention of Valkona. Valkona, you say? We know him only through rumors, but he is apparently, how shall I put this, hard-headed and aloof. He values technological advancement and efficiency to the detriment of all else. Mind your tongue, Shepeto. While there is a grain of truth to the rumors, he is not nearly as bad as they make him out to be. His journeys have changed him for the better. So in the course of traveling with him, you witnessed him change with your own eyes? Lilith fought beside Valkona in the right of succession. I take her word over rumors. You took part in the right of succession? You're that close to the Dawn Servants? I was grateful for any help, but had I no idea I'd recruited a bona fide hero.
Okay, that's fine, maybe.
The succession of Dawn Servants filled us with uncertainty for the future, but there is clearly much we do not know. On this particular occasion, the winds of change are not meant to be feared. No, we must open our hearts and minds that we might see Valkona for who he truly is. Do you think he might visit someday? Just as his father offered us guidance, I'm hopeful that he will do the same. Thank you for hearing and allaying our concerns. I'm glad we could speak. As for your timber, we have freshly cut logs near the lake. Please take all that you require. We're terribly grateful. I promise we'll keep the Ronek foremost in our minds as we continue working on the railroad, and if needs be, we'll seek Valkona's counsel. My thanks again for your time in the timber. We shall endeavor to return the favor. I hope to see you again soon. We have more than enough timber to fix the tires. Now we need to transport it to the station, which will be a bit more involved than I thought. Didn't expect we'd be given so much. Mind waiting here a spell while I round up a few more hands and a row neck? I won't be long. I'm glad that went well, and thankfully it seems we won't need to make several trips for the timber. Wow, that is a nice scythe, okay? Hey, babe? Oh! Oh! It glows red! Oh my god, that is so cool. Oh, pulsates red too. Nice. Ooh, I hope the clothing I'm getting is gonna be just as nice. While we wait, we could get started moving the timber somewhere more accessible. Shouldn't take long if we split the work. I think I should think this will be enough. That was mighty kind of you to move all that lumber. Sorry we didn't make it back sooner. We'll see to the rest. Once we've repaired the tracks, we'll have you on the first train out of town. Ain't that right, Chief? As much as I'd love to make it so, there ain't any spots available. You'll have to wait for the one after, I'm afraid, but you'll be riding free of charge. It's the least we can do to repay your kindness. That's fine. Namika and no few others were long before we arrived. It's only right they go before us. I hope you'll stop by and see the train off. It's a breathtaking sight, let me tell you. And Nita Weekwear will be driving. No engineer compares to her, and it's always a treat to watch her work. The only work we should be worried about is our own Shenza, and we've still more to do. I'll find somewhere quiet near the station to pass the time. If there's anything else in Shaloni you're keen to see, I'll leave you to it.
Great. But in Germany, you climb all the way and it's failing. So if you get 100, you get to a gale.
Maybe they work it out differently, like 5 wrong answers. 5% is wrong, rather than 5% is right. Are you watching scenes from Sheldon? Had you full of the sights? Well, they appear to have almost finished. There are several cutscenes.
Glorious grand machine indeed. I hope Namika was able to secure a seat.
Here she comes!
Thanks to you, we managed to resume service much faster than anticipated. You have our gratitude.
There's nothing so enchanting as a cerulean-powered engine in motion.
Ain't that the truth? Don't think I'll ever tire of watching them chugging along. They make wagons look like toys.
And so long as we can lay the tracks, she can go on and on and on. Before you know it, she'll be crossing the entire continent.
Railroads are a somewhat recent addition to Tyrol. As it stands, we can only ferry folks as far as Yasolani. And from an operational standpoint, we still have much to learn. There's always some problem or another to deal with. But we'll keep working at it. We'll hone our craft and continue expanding till one day, our trains are running coast to coast. That's the ultimate dream. Goodness, I completely lost track of time. By now, I expect the train will be nearing Yasolani. When it returns, we'll see you on your way. So if you've got any preparations to make, you better make them quick.
Not another one!
You can't be serious.
Gods have mercy.
What in the flying? What's happening?
Oh, the train! Nitowikwe and the others!
My home lies that way as well.
We're going to investigate. Right now!
What in the world? Are they heading for Tuliolal?
Who the heck are those guys?
Heavens forfend.
You're here. Good, good. They came from the sky and attacked without any warning. The people need our help.
Can you stand?
Try to remain calm, everyone!
What the?
I don't know what they are, but they're not men.
Someone help me! Please! Oh! Oh!
Bastard!
What did it just do?
Thank you.
Save the thanks. Just get to safety. I'll hold the line here. Fall back to the palace. Quickly, before it's overrun.
Thank you, Bakul Jaja.
This is simply how I do things now. So, who wants to take my blade next? that you should still live.
Zoralcha?
By the gods, what has happened to you?
This is your butchery, isn't it? After everything you've done in service to the throne, how could you betray us?
My demand is simple. The dissolution of Tuli Yolal and surrender of all its territories. Refuse, and I will kill every last one of you.
Have you gone mad?
No. My ambition remains unchanged. To teach the masses the folly of war, that they cry out for peace, and thus unite the world.
What has changed you so much, and in so short a time? To harm the very people you swore to serve. This is an unforgivable deed committed by my son. My son!
You have heard my ultimatum.
And you will have my answer. By my hands, I will end your madness.
Papa, wait! I should be the one to do this.
No. His sins are mine to bear.
Fear not. Zoralcha is strong. He has never been Father's equal in combat.
I believed you long dead. To have the chance to kill you myself is an unforeseen blessing.
Farewell, Zoralcha, my son. And forgive me.
Despite his old age, the mighty Gulul Jaja remains a fearsome foe indeed. You retain the vitality of 2 souls, despite the passing of 1. I shall even the odds.
Papa?
Why hasn't anyone stepped in to help him fight? Why are they just sitting watching it?
Even the blessed are mortal.
Father!
You are no match for me.
Murderer. On my honor, as vow of resolve, I'll make you pay!
So the once faint-hearted girl would live up to her title. Very well. If only to demonstrate the disparity between us, I give you a chance to prove yourself. Rally the entirety of your strength. Lay siege to my kingdom. Strike me down, like I did father. Then, will you be his worthy successor?
Zralcha, wait!
My warships will remain in your skies. When you fail to prove your worth, I shall order them to lay waste to Tuli Yolal. Choose your next steps wisely.
I don't believe that they just sat there and watched him get killed. Honestly. No, Papa can't die. He can't. Okay, okay. It doesn't look too bad. Looks like I'm wearing blue jeans with it, though.
Right.
But look at that armor.
Hot dog.
How could this happen?
So let's not take the piss here. It certainly was. I'll take you on. Okay.
Enough. I am beyond saving. Father, please. You can't give up.
Are you there, oh friend?
I'm right here. I'm right here.
Look after my children.
What? I'm an old fossil like you. I've only got so many years left. But if that's what you want, it would be an honor.
You and I must go on another journey together someday.
Aye, you can count on it.
Oglamat. Kona.
Yes, Papa.
The graves of the Yokwi. You saw them, yes? I always found their teachings comforting.
Please, Father, you must save your strength.
Our flesh may wither and die, but so long as we are remembered, we are never truly gone. Through you, my hopes survive. Through you, I live on. So do not mourn me. Walk tall and see our nation to a brighter future.
Okie dokie. Right, so, Varwuklamat. Valkona, I bring word from the city. The enemy has withdrawn and the Land's Guard have begun rendering aid to the people. Casualties within our ranks have hindered progress, but we continue to do all that we can. I thank you for the report. Please inform the Guard they are to prioritize such efforts until further notice. The people. I need to help them. We will assist you in whatever way we can. Thank you, thank you. There are sure to be wounded everywhere, more than I could count. We will split up and help all of them. You can count on us. Elfino and Alice, could you take Bayside Bevy and Kryl and Erinville the palace perimeter? As for Lilith, please come to the Resplendent Quarter with me. We will all meet back there here afterwards. I don't get it. He's alive. I'm pretty sure he wasn't. He was attacked. Weirdo. Thank you. I thought I was done for. I heard something disturbing. The enemy leader, they say he looked like Zorelja. But that can't be true, can it? Why would the First Promise attack his own people? But if it was him, what happens now? Is he going to come back? What do we do if he does? Thank you. The pain is better now, but I can't stop shaking. Where did they come from? Why did they attack us? And why are those things still in the sky? We had peace under Galil Jaja. We were safe, but now... Thanks. I think I'm alright. Did you see them, those soldiers? They look like people, but they killed and killed with no hesitation. If they attack us again, how can we hope to defend ourselves? Thank you, miss. My husband and son, they were... Ask your daughter. My thanks. I'll be fine now. But we failed to protect the people. Why did so many have to die? Where were Val, Wuklamat, and Valkona? Ugh, they're not to blame, I understand, I do, but I need to clear my head.
I'm gonna use it for like a mini movie when Mommy finally gets space on her tablet.
Finally get space on my tablet, huh?
Yes. Your tablet has no space at all.
Do you have school uniform for tomorrow, Madam Key?
Re-download Dawntrail.
Do you have school uniform for tomorrow? You need to find it before you go to bed, okay? You'll finish dating the people here. Thank you. There were children among the wounded. Children! Now isn't the time. There are still others who need help. Could you go and see how things are at Talon March, and afterwards go and find Alice at Bayside Baby? Can I help you? It's 8:30. I might go have a bath and then go to bed. With that revelation at hand. Oh my god. That is so nice. Ooh, prickly.
I'm scared of it.
Can't really see in this light. I can't. Right, let me just finish this one, and then I can get the new trousers, and then we'll Can you go run us a bath, babe? Alright, I'll go in the bath. Why are you shuffling around the house like that? Oh, there's no evidence of significant damage from the battle. The fighting did not spread this far. Take your cranberry juice. I'm coming upstairs in a second. Just gonna finish this mission. It's like oil. Fresh scorch marks on the ground, but doubtless from the enemy assault. The show appears to have weathered the chaos, though its wares have been strewn across the floor. Yes? Yes? The port remains unscathed. The enemy ships continue to loom overhead. Oh, there they are. I've helped all those I could find and seen them delivered into the Landsguard care. As many casualties as there are, it would have been worse if the Landsguard hadn't fought as bravely as they did. And if Zoralja actually meant to harm the people. I mean, look around. The buildings are hardly damaged. I suspect his aim was more to incite fear, to show that he could strike whenever he pleases. But we can discuss that later. How is Lamati? Even after what happened to her father, she's trying so hard to fulfill her duty for the people. Still, everyone has their limits. She needs rest, and soon. Someone mentioned seeing her head towards the shore. Perhaps she's gone to the Gornitruck Green Sand.
Steady now. I've brought you medicine. A drink.
There you are, Lamati. I was beginning to...
Come on. Take it. Please.
Lamati. Lamati!
How could I?
Look at me, Lamati. You need rest. You and her both. I will tend to this soul.
But my people... I have to help them.
The Landsguard have matters well in hand. Trust in them. If there's another attack, your people will need you to protect them. They'll need you to be sharp. So please rest. Consider it your duty.
I stood before them all. Said that we'd build a nation where everyone knows happiness. So much for that promise. What good is a vow of resolve who cannot save her people?
You won't save them by brooding.
You're right. This isn't the time for sulking.
Did you take the charger up there? Oh. What's it?
Thank you. My head's a little clearer now. I need to concentrate on what I can do, rather than what I can't.
Rael, careful with those scissors. Careful with those scissors. Don't play with them absent-mindedly like that.
We've dealt with unfriendly factions before. From Yokhui still longing for conquest, to adherents of blessed siblings, people who are unwilling to listen. Even so, I believed that by learning about one another and engaging in good faith, we could peacefully settle our differences. And we did. My brother is different. There'll be no reasoning with him. He killed our people. Our father. He'll stop at nothing to achieve his goal. What's more, he has power. The power to destroy the peace we've worked so hard to preserve. If I'm to protect that peace, then I must fight. I must confront Zorolja and kill him.
I'm fine. I just needed a moment to settle my nerves. Thank you for being there for me and for urging me on despite all my sulking. Sitting around complaining isn't very leader-like, is it? So much has happened so quickly, I struggle to make sense of it all. Strange soldiers, those floating ships, the new powers Zorolja commands. Given everything he's done and still intends to do, I know I can't afford to run headlong into battle. Not this time. I cannot let this terrible pain in my heart lead me astray, but I will make it my strength, the strength to do what I must. My fat cat there. Right, I'm heading back to the palace. I need to talk strategy with Kona. Could you and the others join us in a while? However we decide to proceed, I want you all to be aware of it. Oh, and could you tell Alice I'll be alright? She's probably at Bayside Valley. Oh, you're back. By that, I take it to mean Lamachi is feeling better? She needs to be strong for the people of Torel, I understand that, but she doesn't have to do it alone. So if she intends to fight, then we fight together. That said, I wish I knew exactly what we were up against. Right, guys, I'm going to leave that here. I'm going to go feed the cats, sort myself out for bed, and go to bed. It probably gets too late. Okay, I shall see you guys tomorrow night, where I can play a little bit longer. It's being a Friday night, and I'm off this weekend. And then hopefully we'll be able to get through quite a bit more. I don't know how many parts this Dawntrail has, if I have to be honest. It says Dawntrail Part 3 I'm on at the moment. And it says that I'm 45% through it. So we'll see how many parts it has in the main scenario. Anyway, have a lovely Thursday evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.